a hair and skincare company. It is vegan and cruelty free, and I have some specials going on online on my website, iloveatiya.com. I literally make all of my products myself, and they are all made with love because I love you and I love making you love yourself even more. So head to iloveatiya.com and shop. I love you so much. Enjoy the video. What's the aftercare talk? That was asked to me on TikTok, and as I've shared in my previous video, I will be sharing all of my TikTok questions and elaborating them on here because y'all know I'm hella censored on TikTok. So let's talk about what aftercare is first, okay? Aftercare is basically what happens after you have sex with a partner. I have had an extreme lack of aftercare, and when I learned that there was a word for what I desired, I felt so seen. Aftercare can include your partner going to get a washcloth to go clean you up. It can be your partner getting you water. It can be your partner cuddling with you. Positive affirmations being shared between you and your partner. Anything to help reassure you and just feel like, okay, I'm not just dumping you and abandoning you after we have this really intimate moment. It's almost like a come down peacefully from this euphoric high that you just experienced before. I remember my very first boyfriend, my first and only boyfriend, had a problem with cuddling in the beginning of us dating, and he claimed that he had, like, I don't know, he just made up these excuses as to why he didn't cuddle. But then there was a point in time where he literally told me that he thought that I was disgusting. That was nice. So yeah, cuddling wasn't really our jam for a while, I guess until I got undisgusting, but that really can pummel your self-esteem as a young woman, right? I've also had experiences where I have dealt with men who literally will like bombard me and like judge me and vocalize how aggravated they are by how long it took me to orgasm, and then literally give me their ass to kiss, or their back more so. I literally had a mutually masturbating experience, or mutual masturbation experience with this guy, and I had been with him once before, but we were a little bit more, I mean, his aftercare wasn't all that great before then either, honestly, but I don't even remember what the fuck the aftercare was. I guess I just disassociated the whole thing. But my point is, after we mutually masturbated, yeah, he literally judged me and told me I took so long to come, was making like jokes about it, but they weren't really jokes, because he had to be up early the next morning. And then he literally like turned his back to me, and I'm like literally trying to cuddle him, and cuddled with him from behind for the first like hour of the night. That was the night that I talked about my podcast, and I share a lot more about that, so you can tune in. I think it's episode 1 of the iloveatiya experience. I say all that to say that when you don't experience aftercare, you can feel pretty shitty. But some partners are not malicious with their lack of aftercare. They simply just don't know. I wonder if I have a white line on my lips. Hold on. You know you get like that? Let's see. All good. I say all that to say, some partners really just don't know what you require or what you desire for aftercare. I had a partner who I believe was probably one of my best sexual partners, male-wise, like being a guy. And he was really good at aftercare, like really, really good. Like, we would have these intimate conversations afterwards. We'd listen to music, we'd cuddle. He'd always ask me if there was anything that he could improve on, or how my experience was and how things were for me. And like, that just set my heart on fire. Like, I really, really, really appreciated that. And I think that really set a standard for me. Like, wow, if my guy is not treating me like this and is not caring about me like this after the fact, like, I don't even want to be with him. So I think that it is kind of important to have this talk with somebody before you're even intimate with them, because I think that after sex can really show you somebody's true colors. Now, what are some ways that we can bring this conversation up to our partner? Let's think. One is that we do not want to have sex with somebody that we don't feel like we can talk to and that we don't feel like we can have an honest conversation with. So I would just like to keep that in mind before we dive deeper. Let's say that we are talking in person. I think that the best way to find out information is by asking questions instead of like giving demands, which, like, shit, give your demands, girl. Do you? But I do think that maybe if you ask somebody, like, Are you familiar with aftercare? I think that is a great opening. Like, are you familiar with this? Or what is your favorite form of aftercare? Like, I'm really curious, you know? And then you can take it from there. Like, if they don't ask you what your form of aftercare is back, you can either insert here what your favorite form of aftercare is after they share theirs, or reevaluate the situation, because why don't they care what your form of aftercare is? So yeah, I think that asking questions can definitely help. That to me is really it. Like, just ask questions. Like, that is the easiest form. You can always just kind of slide it in your conversation by, when you're talking freaky, you say that you're talking about freaky, and you're like, yeah, like, what do you want to do after sex? Like, make it sexy. Like, because aftercare can be sexy. Like, it really can. Like, oh, like, I want you to whisper sweet nothings in my ears as you cuddle me after I just made you come so hard. Like, yes! Yes! I just surprised myself! I haven't sexted in a really long time, so I feel like it's just like pent up in my bones. But y'all, tell me about this boy that I had a really big crush on and was like planning on having sex with last year. Maybe it was early this year. I think it was it was early this year. Tell me why he had a whole kid. I looked at his timeline like, where that baby come from? That's why you stopped texting me back. Like, I'm thinking that I'm a dub. No, you're a dub. Oh my God. My loves, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was so helpful. I love y'all so much, and if you love any of my lingerie, you can be sure to check out the link below, because I am partnered with Adore Me, and you can get a special discount off of your purchase. And you can also do like buy 2 get 1 free, or like buy 3 get 1 free. Something like, they have all these amazing specials going on. So anyways, use the code or link below and give yourself a hug for me. Be kind to yourself, be kind to animals. Subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Instagram at iloveatiya, follow me on TikTok at iloveatiya and iloveatiya. Listen to my podcast at the Loveatiya Experience, and shop all things self-care and self-love at iloveatiya.com. I love you. Mwah.